Welcome back to Detroit as we look to rebuild the Pistons here. We are currently at January 4th, just a little over a month away from the trade deadline, so I thought this would be a good time for us to sim a little bit and then explore the trade market and see what we can do with this roster. As we know, we are not really winning much at all, so if we can move off some of our veterans to bring in some draft picks or young players, prospects to try to build, that would be the move to make. Interestingly enough, I clicked into our office to start today, and my job security is very high, which is good to see. And they just hired me, so that would hopefully be the case. Um, and they're okay with rebuilding, but one of our best players is Jeremy Grant, which is one of the probably the most valuable piece outside of Cade Cunningham that I would have to utilize on the trade market. So I think what we're going to do is we'll explore trades for Jeremy Grant in a few weeks. And if something comes along that's too good to pass up, we might have to make that move and deal with our consequences later. So with that said, let's take a look and make sure that we are good to go on our depth chart. Looks like everybody's healthy. We did bring Frank Jackson into the starting lineup. Killian Hayes is playing a bunch. Slide him up. Alright, so let's see. The exact date for the trade deadline is February 8th. So let's just sim to the beginning of February. That way it gives us a few days to play around with the trade market. So February 1st, we're going to choose that date. A rare win. Look at that. Some of the scores that we have been producing, like an 80-point loss. Well, we beat the Pelicans. But I mean, when we lose in impressive fashion. Our offense is stagnant. We desperately need to get some good shooters on this team. Clearly, our defense is lacking, which is not really good anywhere. As you can see, the losses piling up, which just means hopefully this is a top-heavy draft class, because if we could find a superstar to pair with Cade Cunningham, that would go a long way towards a rebuild. Wow, 9-38 is our record, and Cade has suffered an injury. Oh boy, if this injury is for any length of time, you can just kiss winning goodbye. Everybody's on the trade block. Everybody's on the trade block. How far do we make it? January 21st. Let's go to the depth chart. Cade. Sprained ankle out 10 days. Which actually lines up almost perfectly. So what we're going to do, make this a little easier, we'll just swap Cade with Corey Joseph. Let him play. Oh, actually can't do that. Alright, let's do this. I'll store this lineup. I'll swap depth charts. And I will let the AI suggest how to play them. Alright, so we'll sim the 10 days. That should get us. We'll do the 10 days. Get Cade back into the lineup while also exploring some trade discussions. Wow, it looks like we have Cleveland's number this year. But definitely not Brooklyn. Oh, Kelly Olynyk and Corey Joseph go back to Toronto and secure a win in their hometown. That's interesting. We have more wins with Cade out of the lineup. How does that happen? Very interesting. Alright. So, we got a bunch of emails coming in. Probably trade rumors. Yeah, of course. Rodney Magruder. I don't care about Rodney Magruder. Your effort can increase because it doesn't matter. You're not playing anyways. I'll just click off these. Actually don't need any of those, so get rid of them. Okay. Go back to our roster. I mean, not roster. Depth chart. Let's restore the lineup and bring Cade back because he's healthy. Great. Alright. Not that it matters because now we want to hit the trade market. So let's see. Trade players. Okay, well, there isn't a player outside of Cade Cunningham that we would not be willing to get off of. But Kelly Olynyk has a massive contract. Good lord. So I want to shop the player. Knicks, Hornets, Heat, Rockets, Grizz, Jazz, and Warriors. Alright. Let's see what we can find. No offer from the Knicks. Great. How about them Hornets? Nothing. Great. Heat. Send them back to Miami? Nope. I can't imagine there's any team that's going to be looking to trade for him. Memphis. Nope. Utah and Golden State. Yeah, that salary is just going to be so hard. It's not like he's a young player. It's not like he's great. So, Olynyk, not going to get it done. Who else? Let's see what Hamidou Diallo. Let's shop him. Okay. Portland's on the list. Zeller, Covington, and a second round pick. Not really sure why I would want Covington at that salary. Zeller's got 1 year. Covington's got 1 year. Cap saving, but like, am I gonna play them? Probably not. And Diallo's a young player too, so. Orlando. Ooh, saucy. Mo Bamba in his second round pick. Mo Bamba's in the last year of his deal. Horrible shooter from the field. I think it sounds better than it really is. Milwaukee, nothing. Dallas, you want to play with Luka? Moses Brown and Willie Cauley-Stein, two bigs. What is Luka averaging? 29, 9, and oh my god, almost a triple double. Moses Brown. I wish we could click in and see more of them. It's not a bad deal. Willie's gonna be on a 1 year deal. Moses Brown's on a 3 year. He's cheap. I know he's massive. We do have Luka Garza on a 2 year deal. And we are playing Isaiah Stewart. That's an offer I could come back to. New Orleans. I gotta take this second round pick out. Here we go. Nothing. Denver. And I'm not gonna do this for every player on our team. I think I will do this one more time for see what we can get for Jeremy Grant. And if nothing comes of it, we are just gonna roll with this team. Isaiah Roby. Interesting little prospect. Can I pull him up? I'd like to get into them. So, yeah, it's so annoying. Oh, here we go. Current ratings. Good inside shooter. Not a bad rebounder. we get their second round pick. And we are pretty light at power forward. Give me a night. Interesting. And what does the numbers look like? Plays 24 a night, 9.5 points, almost 5 rebounds, and a steal. One steal a game from your power forward is pretty good. Can't shoot from deep, which stinks, but what are you gonna do? 44% shooter from the floor. You know what? I'm gonna make this deal because we've got plenty of backcourt help. I'm gonna take that deal. Thank you. Great. All right, we made one deal, minor, but we made a deal. I do like adding Oklahoma City's second round pick because they have 12 wins. We have 12 wins. I'm pretty sure we're the bottom two. So it looks like we might have the top 2 picks in the second round the way this is going. So I will take that. Great. Okay, now the moment my front office is not waiting for. Jeremy Grant, $20 million salary, 2 years left. There's definitely going to be takers here. Brooklyn Nets, okay. What do we got? Nothing. Orlando. Orlando loves big men. Jonathan Isaac in a second round pick. $17 million for 4 years. Jonathan Isaac, averaging 11, 6, 2.3 blocks, 1.7 steal. What do his current ratings look like? Phenomenal. Oh my God, a 10 defender. 7 blocks, 7. Holy good Lord. Okay, this might be a deal we have to take. Although I do feel like we're getting the better of the deal. Better player. I don't think I would take their second round pick just to keep it respectable. Is there something I'm missing? 6. Oh my God, he is. How do I say no? All right. I think what we'll do is to sweeten the pot. We will let them keep their second. And I think what we'll do is we're going to add a future second to the deal just to make it a little more fair. I definitely think I'm getting the better player here. So I think to even it up a little bit, I'm going to make that. Oh! We are rebuilding, and this would not be a good long-term move for us. Wow. You offered me that. Oh my God, and I misclicked. I said I offered them a 2023 first for us. Okay. Well, clearly they are not going to be taking the deal if they wouldn't take the first rounder with it. Oh, man, that was such a tease. Wow. Okay. All right. Got really excited there. Houston, nothing. Maybe the front office sabotaged us. Jaren Jackson Jr. Why would they move him? They have Steven Adams. They're paying a lot of money too. This move doesn't make sense. What is their record? 32. Oh, wow. How can their team plan be rebuilder? They do need a small forward. I don't think taking Jaren Jackson off their hands would make sense for this team, and I like to try to play as realistic as possible. But I do think a player like Brandon Clark would make a lot more sense. I did just trade for Isaiah Roby. Probably not something I want to do is really load up that front court. Doesn't make any sense. So let's go somewhere else. Let's check out Minnesota. Nothing. Portland, and then the Clippers. There's that. They're dying to give me Robert Covington, but they're going to give me a first and Anthony Simons, who I am a fan of in real life. He's got decent shooting numbers. He's got 1 year left, so which means we'd have to re-sign him. Let's take a look at his current ratings. Simons, great shooter on the outside, good handles, doesn't pass very much, doesn't play defense. God, but we do get a first out of it. Let's take a look and see what the Clips are going to offer us. Would be fun to have a nice second guy. Well, Paul George. You're going to give me Paul George. What sense does that make? God, but I do want Jonathan Isaac. Can we make that happen, guys? This doesn't make any sense either. Why would they give me Jalen Suggs? I don't know. This does not make sense. What can I do, guys? What can I do? I don't want Wendell Carter. You're not going to give me Jalen Suggs. Let's just be honest. How is he rate in this game? Yeah, I mean, why would you do that? Doesn't make sense. I'd love to have him, but you're not going to give him up. Franz playing pretty well. I want Isaac. I'll give you Grant. I will give you 2022 second. You know, I'll give you both. Detroit and OKC's. Yeah, it's not going to happen. All right, let's go back to Portland. I think this is the deal to make. Does it make us a little thin on the wing, especially? Now you're going to offer me Damian Lillard. That doesn't make any sense. All right, well, we'll make the deal ourselves. So not Dame, but it was Simons. It was Covington. Oh, Covington might be okay to play a little bit, but not really something I'm interested in. Then you offered me your first. I can't see them actually accepting this, even though they offered it to us. But let's see. Yeah, I don't see how you would give me a first round pick here. A future first? We need considerably more in return. How about give me something? Future second? You good with that? Whoa. They accepted. Pistons have more than 15 players. Plenty of guys I could release. Don't you worry. Wow. Okay, so we made a couple moves. Let's see what we got. So our transactions. And we weren't even at the trade deadline. So we moved Hamidou Diallo back to OKC for a project big and Isaiah Roby and a second round pick. Then we moved Jeremy Grant to Portland so he can play with McCollum and Dame Lillard. We got back young Anthony Simons, a veteran in Covington, and a future second round pick. All right. Well, we made some moves. So, let's see. Let's go to the depth chart. Okay. I do not want Josh Jackson started. Where is Simons? Oh, here he is. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 players. Gotta move somebody. Looks like either Livers or Lyles will be going. Let's check the contracts. Can I sort them? Would be nice. There's an arrow there, but okay. Oh my God! Why is 3-year deal? Like for what? Could just bounce Magruder. He's not gonna play anyways. Trey Lyles, he's not a team option. All right, well, I'm gonna cut Magruder. So how do I do this? Back to roster. Magruder, release. So that should now bring Simons into the fold. Depth chart. There he is. Great. Okay. So Cade at the 1. Simons at the 2. I think we're going to roll with Jackson at the 3. I'm going to play. We're just going to play the young kids. That's what we're going to do. Or do I want to go with Sadiq? You know what? I'm going to go with Sadiq Bey at the 3 just because I want some more shooting. We'll bring Jackson off the bench. Covington, Olynyk, Garza, and Hayes. There's our. I mean, we're pretty much 10 deep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, Cade basically plays all positions all the time. Simons play the 1 or the 2, and sub out at 75. Bay, 2 or the 3, sub out at 75 because I just want to play the young kids. Roby, 6'8", 230. He's probably too heavy to play. You're just going to play strictly power forward. Big Stew, Beef Stew, center only. Jackson plays both wings. Sub out at 85. Covington, he will not play center. Sub out at 85. Yep, so he'll be our shooting guard, small forward, power forward off the bench. Hayes will only play the 1, and Garza will play center at 85. And the rest of you guys, I actually don't want you to play. So Joseph, Frank Jackson, you had a chance to show us you could do something. You failed. Everybody else, we're good to go. Okay, great. So let's suggest a matrix here. Great. Man, they don't want Killian Hayes to play. Shoot guard. Nope. There we go. If this is what the engine thinks we should play, then that's what we'll play. Alright, we'll store the lineup. Great. And key dates. We're going to just sim to the trade deadline, which is February 8th. See what kind of deals come around for the rest of the league. I'll stop on an action email just in case we get a saucy deal that comes through. Alright, do we want to change our strategy? What are we playing right now? Let's see. Straight man-to-man on defense. Offense is balanced. Yeah, we probably do want to stay balanced. Cade, Simons, Bay. Drive and shoot. Now let's try it. Let's play with some pace. Let's see what happens. What's the worst that can happen? If we lose? All right. Wow. A rare win. I'd be very interested to see what that looks like. Let's take a look how we played. We are the Detroit Pistons back here. Box score 107-92. Who played well? Isaiah Roby came in, showed out, although 4 turnovers is kind of scary. Sadiq Bey, I'd love to see him gunning. 12 threes in the game. Got to hit a few more. Beef Stew, not getting the touches and the pace and space, but that's okay. Defensively played well. Cade, 17, 7, and 4. Love it. Simons, 18, 3, and 2. 1 steal. Very efficient. His shooting, I think, is really going to open up our offense a lot here. And our bench actually played pretty well. Like to see that. Luka Garza, some effective minutes, along with Covington and Jackson. I like having Jackson and Covington off the bench. Both pretty good defenders. So we're not going to be bleeding points with when our bench comes in. Their shooting left a lot to be desired, but it was one game. No big deal. Do they have everyone? Yep, they had Booker, they had CP3. No Ayton, it looks like, which is probably a big loss to them. Let's check the inbox. Again, Cade, Rookie of the Month. Love to see it. Josh Jackson is on the block. I will admit it, because I have nothing to hide. Alright. Okay, this video is running a little longer than I expected, but hey, trade deadline. Who doesn't love to get saucy, make some deals? Let's see what we can do. Another win. 35 from Sadiq Bey. We might be too good for our own ping pong balls here, guys. Okay, because we're stopping on emails, this might take a little longer. Post-game incident. Kelly Olynyk, and you know what? And Isaiah Roby. Olynyk he just does not get along with anybody. What is going on? Player profile, organization. Yep, you know what? I think we got to get on the horn with you, kid. Now, I thought there was a way you could call players. Let's go to the office. Might have taken that out. Oh, meetings? Aha. Kelly Olynyk, discussion topic. Not quite sure what's going on here. Oh, that's a new noise. Yeah, I want to discuss your attitude. Need to be a better teammate. Yeah, you'll do your best, I'm sure. I would love to trade you before the deadline, but I don't see that happening. Alright, let's go. Let's go. Sim. Another win. Good lord. How do we do it? Oh, here come the trades flooding. Did we get a trade offer? Please. Yes, we did. Come on. We'll view the offer just to laugh at it. So you want Sadiq Bey, and you're willing to give me Brandon Boston Jr. and Keon Johnson. 2 young kids. No. Nope. I'm gonna... Thanks, but no thanks. Sadiq Bey, I think, is going to fit in nicely. Alright, I want to get to this trade deadline. Look at some of the deals that go down. We are right there. Let's do it. One day. And we lose, too, on top of it. Which I actually don't hate. I don't hate it. Alright. Transactions. Let's see what happened around the league. All transactions. I want to see trades. We know we were the first ones to make trades. Okay. The Knicks moved R.J. Barrett, Mitch Robinson, Emmanuel Quickie, and Luka Samanic. Ooh, for Fred VanVleet and a first. What is Toronto doing? Good lord. Bulls moved Patrick Williams for Chris Boucher in a second. Okay. Toronto, you did yourself well there. Nuggets moved Bones Highland, Bol, PJ Dozier, Austin Rivers for Jeremy Lamb. I don't know why. In this engine, they love Jeremy Lamb. It's unbelievable. Jazz move off of Jordan Clarkson for Mason Plumlee. The Nets move Claxton for Jayshawn Tate. The Grizzlies moved, oh my god, they moved Desmond Bane. Well, they got Buddy Hield, who I'm sure in this engine is a pretty serious shooter. Yeah, 40% from 3. How does Bane look, though? Bane's a young guy. Yeah, I don't know why Memphis did that, taking on Hield's salary too. And then finally, the Jazz traded Mason Plumlee. Who they just acquired, as well as Joe Ingles to the Cavs for Ricky Rubio. All right, nothing too crazy, nothing earth-shattering here. Post-game incident. Kelly Olynyk, like, bro, what are we doing? He's killing us. But we'll have to deal with him a little bit later. Thanks for tuning in. I'm glad we made a couple couple deals. Now our roster demand is to keep Cade Cunningham. I think you'll be happy with my decision to keep him around. Thanks for tuning in. When we come back next, we'll try to get through the rest of the season and then see where the ping pong balls fall. Take care.